Hello and welcome back to F1 2014, and today we are going to have a 5-lap race at Istanbul, Turkey, using the 7 extra tracks mod, including a few other mods. This time we are going to go in a Mercedes, but instead we shall be qualifying in last. This should hopefully mean it's a bit more interesting going through the field. So, Istanbul, difficulty of 2, interesting difficulty level, and Istanbul has not fared well. It does not look amazing, but it is drivable, so we shall have fun doing this race. So as you can see, it's not fared very well. It's not horrible, but it's not amazing. And this is from F1 2011. As you can see, the textures are very strange. I'm not too sure about what was going on with the textures there, but I shall be skipping this this qualifying session, so I shall be starting last, and this should be more interesting. So I shall see you at the race. So, rather interestingly, as I'm not surprised, it is a bit broken. So, as I started the one single lap qualifying session, this is what happened. just that, nothing else. That's as far back as I can go. It spawned me here, which is halfway through the lap, and I go straight into a wall. And my brakes seem to be on, because look how hot they glow. They glow very hot. And also, the rears have blocks, which is very peculiar. But obviously it is not the modder's fault, because this is from F1 2011, so there are going to be issues. But that is it's quite funny, that. And we shall head to the race. So here we are on the grid, and we're in 21st position, because only, I think, 5 cars actually finished qualifying, and for some reason Bottas was beaten by us somehow. Anyway, off we go, and we've had a good start, as we should in a Mercedes. Although we have to sort of squeeze the Toro Rosso off there, because we were almost squeezed ourselves. We are very fast in the Mercedes, obviously against the Marussia right now. Although the McLaren there just streamed by us, although he slipped up his inside and took the position. And we're going to have to get around these backmarker teams and Maldonado, although he brakes very sharply, gets in our way, although we now have a clean run and everyone's a bit more strewn out, which is much better. Can we get up the inside of Maldonado? Yes, we can, because Chilton was going very slowly. And up to what a quite important corner of the track, and we actually touched the back of Chilton. And the only reason why I did that was because I have done a couple of laps here just to make sure everything works, and the AI do not take the apexes. Oh, there's carnage going all over the place. So I thought I would take the apex, because they wouldn't go anywhere near. Maldonado is, well, he had pace, but then he decided to brake. So yeah, we took the inside, not expecting Chilton to go down there, and he did. And we had only a light smattering of contact, so nothing bad really. And Suttle in 8th. Which is an interesting position. Rosberg in 7th. Although Rosberg was one of those who did not actually qualify, strangely enough. Although he gets to start in 7th, and there is a yellow flag. But we're now back to green. So that is 1 lap done of Turkey. As you can see, it is not that bad. It is graphically a bit poor, but that was expected. It's not too bad, to be fair. And I mean, I think, as we go on the grass, I think it's more amazing that the AI still work as well as this, because they are using the 2011 AI files, and they're working fine. They're perfectly raceable. They are a bit off, but they're perfectly raceable, so that's really all that matters. So it's a good job done by the modders to bring this to F1 2014, and it's such a great track, Istanbul is. It's a shame that nobody went and watched it. Great track, to race on, great track to watch as well for many of the races. And we really need to close on the back of Suttil. But at the moment he's actually pulling away on a straight, which is not right because we are in a Mercedes and he is in a Sauber. And the Sauber should not be this good on a straight line. But once we catch the train, as Vettel has ploughed into the back of Rosberg, caused Suttil to go slow, and we've run around his outside, got oversteer, so Vettel heads to the pit lane because he has no front wing left, and we've gained 2 positions from that in the end, which is alright. And DRS is enabled, and DRS actually works on this, which is also another, you know, I'm just amazed that the files still work. But I mean, of course, it is the same engine, so in ways it's sort of what you'd expect. But we are in 7th place. There are 20 cars remaining in this race, so there is a Force India ahead of Rosberg there. So they obviously got lucky with the qualifying. And we have pulled away somewhat from Suttil behind, which is important, because DRS was enabled this lap. And we could do with getting a bit closer to Rosberg, because Suttil is out of DRS range right now, and we are really close to Rosberg's DRS range. Rosberg is fighting the Force India. I'm not sure who it is, but he has ran, well, he went for the inside and did not get it in the end, and we are definitely within 1 second as the DRS detection point is there, and we are going to get DRS very shortly. The Force India there is Perez, who is holding back Rosberg. Well, Rosberg is on the offensive, but we got DRS as well, so which is great. We have a great straight line speed, although not that great compared to them. And it is a bit of carnage. The cars are a bit slow, and we get massive oversteer. So we've passed Rosberg, and we are now behind Perez. So we are in 6th place. 3 more cars have just retired. And let's see how much further we can get over the field, because on the mini-map I can only see 2 more cars ahead of Perez, so whoever else is ahead is quite far ahead. Now Rosberg has the run up the outside, although he's decided not to bother. And the Force India of Hulkenberg is smoking, so it seems like he's had an engine failure, but he's still ploughing on. That is the first engine failure I've seen for a very long time on the Formula 1 games, and this is another slow car. Is that Red Bull of Ricciardo, and he seems to have had an engine failure as well. And Rosberg has dropped off the back, so that's 2 cars with engine failures, which is quite amazing, considering I've not seen one of these games for ages, and Perez is very slow. So as you can see, they just don't take the apex, and they are very slow through the corner. But that is really one of the only corners where they're really, you know, stupidly slow. But they're not even that bad in ways, as long as you just don't run into the back of them. Now, we should have DRS once again, so we should be able to dispose of Perez pretty easily, although he has decent straight line speed. We are not closing at all, although late into the braking zone. And we don't even lock the brakes or run wide, amazingly. So we have 3rd place. Magnussen is in 2nd. I do not know who is leading, but there is only 13 cars left in this race as we head on to the final lap. So Alonso is leading. Well, we're not really going to be able to gain because Magnussen is very far ahead. But 3rd place is good, from starting from 21st. Not a bad race at all. Although we do lock up there quite badly. But Perez should not be a threat unless he does get DRS. If he gets DRS, then he could potentially be a threat, because he had great straight line speed without DRS, and that was when we had DRS. So. Now as well, because this is a 2011 track, some other things are bugged, like the tyre wear is a bit off, I believe. I don't think it's too bad, the tyre wear, but the one that's more off is the fuel usage, because right now I have 2 extra laps of fuel, which is a heck of a lot for a 5-lap race, considering I've not saved any. So I could go on to a full fuel mixture, but that'd be a bit pointless in ways, because there's nobody to catch now, really. I am 11 seconds down on Magnussen somehow. He must have started near the front and just got away without being involved in any of the carnage. So Alonso has won the race, but we are going to take a very respectable third place. As long as we can keep it on the island, and across the line we go for third place. And Hamilton is very happy with that third place, although he shouldn't really be because it's third in a Mercedes. That's not so much to be proud of, but we gained 18 positions, which is many, many positions. We did not set the fastest lap, actually. That is interesting. We were slower than Magnussen and Alonso and a couple of other people like Vettel and Bottas. And the whole list of retirees is quite a big list. And only 13 cars finished. So 3 cars didn't get points. It's a bit harsh. So that was a 5-lap race at Turkey, Istanbul. It was good fun. And I think if I do another race, it would be at either India or Korea. And I would do a similar thing where I start at the back of the grid, because that's much more interesting. So I shall see you next time.